Hello from Gatebridge Park. I had a comment on Instagram. I commented on someone else's post saying she's a runner and a duathlete now, and she's commenting about how cyclists have bigger bums than runners do, and how she doesn't want to get she kind of doesn't want to get a big bum because it might affect her running. And I'm saying, actually, you do want a big bum because it's going to help you run. The glutes are the biggest muscle in your body for a good reason. Okay, they are what propel you forward. A larger muscle has more energy to last for longer. So therefore, a large muscle should and potentially can have more endurance depending on how you train it. So a runner should have a big bottom, okay? Especially a long distance runner, because you need those cells to have the energy making capacity to keep you going for a long time. Now the glute as well, okay, it's your major propulsion source. Okay, when you run, it's basically like jet propulsion. Okay, so you don't take much of a step forwards actually when you run. You land with your foot directly under your body, and you push backwards to make you go forwards. Okay, and that's how jet propulsion works. That's how flight happens. Okay, and that's what we're doing. Okay, we are pulling the ground underneath us. Okay, we are pulling ourselves forward to go, rather than stepping forwards and then pulling our body to our foot. We are pushing our body away from our foot to run. Okay, so getting your glutes to work is of vital importance to make your running more efficient. This comes then into another problem, is our running technique and running style. And okay, it's the main reason I run in minimalist trainers. Okay, because if I wear a sole, a shoe that lifts my heel up, that's encouraging me to stride forwards. Okay, land heel first or flat-footed, okay, and then overstride essentially, and then try and pull myself forwards. That's going to overstress my knees, okay, and potentially give me more knee issue. Okay, it's gonna my hamstrings then have to work even harder because they're in a stretched position to try and pull me forwards. Whereas if my foot lands underneath my body, my hamstring is in a already a semi-contracted state, so that it's more able to contract. Okay, same for the glute. If my leg is forwards, it's in a stretched position so that it's harder to contract. Okay, and this is really obvious to see in a gym environment. Okay, you get all these guys, they're doing bicep curls, and they're doing a preacher curl or whatever. Okay, and you'll see that they've got the weight in their arm, but they never ever fully extend their arm. Okay, because they have no strength when the muscle is stretched. So the same applies for running. Okay, if the muscle is stretched and you're overstriding out in front of you, heel or forefoot striking in trainers, your glute and hamstring are less likely to work. You're then more likely to overstrain your quads because they've got to do a lot more of the work to propel you forwards, and your glute just doesn't work. Okay, so it's not just getting the glute to work, it's looking at all the other little bits that make up running to make you faster and more efficient. We've also got to look at energy production, but that's another story. That's about how you eat. I was being greeted by a little doggy. Okay, so that's why you need your glutes to work, to be big and strong, to make you a fast, long distance runner. It's not just about short distances, okay, it's long distances too.